evening, everybody. This is the Dunn Show, and I have a very special guest today. His name is Fredo. Fredo has a very unusual thing about him. Fredo was born without a head. Let's bring him out.
So I'm gonna tell you a little something about myself. Guess the cat's out of the bag. I don't have a head. People are like, "Hey, why don't you have a head?" And I say, "Why do you have a head? Why do you have one? Yeah, I don't have one. You know, I have to process all my food, shove it down my little throat hole. I speak by covering up my throat hole, as you can see. Yeah, speak right there. You see it? See it? Yeah, that's where I speak. My little throat hole."
Okay, Fredo, we have a few questions to ask you here. A lot of the viewers that tuned in over the internet on the polls had a few questions that they wanted to do, and they were most voted. So here's a few questions. This one's from Johnny. He's 18. He's from California. He asks, "How do you eat?"
Well, it's actually a tough project to eat. You know, gotta put it down my throat hole, and that's pretty much how I talk. I flap out my throat hole. I don't have a tongue or any like things like. So pretty much what I do is I take whatever meal that I was gonna eat, take it home, you know, and put it in the good old food processor, make it a nice little pile of mush. If it's too dry, add a little beer or a little wine, just, you know, give my drunk on, and, you know, it is what it is, you know. I just do that.
Bill, 8 years old. He's in elementary school. He asks, "What is your favorite food, Fredo?"
My favorite foods, I really like yogurt. Mashed potatoes, you know, that's just how I like it, you know. Can't eat rice, can't eat Wheaties or any other kind of cereal. Ice cream gives me the and that's really difficult because I don't have ears, and if I have the shits, you know, when you lose your head, a lot of your senses go down to your ass. And that's how I hear people, through the vibrations I feel through my ass. And it's just, you know, it's difficult. It's really hard.
Yep. That's very interesting, actually.
Yeah. So, like, if you lose your head and you survive, like I did, yeah, your brain goes to your ass. It grows one. And, you know, and that's how I roll. I just put things down my throat hole, you know, and I poop them out. When I poop, I can't hear anything at all because the vibrations are terrible. Coming from some other kind of force. It's not me. Next question.
Kyle from Ohio asks you, "Do you use a pillow when you sleep?"
Excellent question. Do I use a pillow when I sleep? No, I don't. I don't use a pillow. What I do is I just take a towel and I just wrap it up, roll it, you know. Sometimes I put a little heating pad in there.
Yeah.
And then I just put it in the back of my neck and just lay. I sometimes fall asleep because I don't have eyes. So I just fall asleep a lot. Sometimes people think I'm dead. You know? Oh, I'm just a decapitated guy, you know.
Huh.
And then I say, hey, fuck you. Fuck you, I have a head.
Easy, easy. Don't worry. It's okay. It's alright. Alright.
So sometimes I wish I could steal somebody else's head and put it on.
That's kind of like the story of Sleepy Hollow.
You got it in Braille?
They probably do.
I'll have to check it out. They're now reading a nice Braille romance novel.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Chasing the Bromance.
Huh.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
I don't know, there's not many chicks in it.
No?
I found it to be kind of gay so far, but I already started reading it and Chasing the Bromance. I don't know what's wrong with that one. Next question.
Pimp Daddy Kane says, do you ever go out and look for ladies?
Ah, Pimp Daddy Kane. You know, I've had my pimping days. Yep. Sometimes I rock on the toupee, just put it right on the neck, you know. And I'll go get my swerve on, you know. Get into the club, start dancing with the ladies. Then I realize I'm just doing this next to a pole. But it don't matter. So I'm just getting my swerve on.
Do you shampoo your toupee?
Yeah, I shampoo the toupee. I use Fructis. It attracts the ladies.
Jessica, of 16, says, do you look both ways when you cross the street?
What kind of a fucking question's that? I ain't got no eyes. This is how I periodically cross the street. First thing I do is I sit. I sit right on the curb. When I feel them vibrations of them cars coming, I don't cross. As soon as I feel the vibrations very lightly on my ass, I just run for it for the median. I get to the middle, then I sit again. And you know what I do? I pour a little drink down my throat hole. Because crossing the street's a lot of work. But after I do that, on the coast clear, just cross the street. And then I replenish my throat hole. Gotta carry a bottle of water with me all the time.
Well, there we go. Well, at least now all the viewers know how you look across the street. Next question. Cthulhu writes, besides face palming, what do you do? Also, Cthulhu writes, and I'd also like to bring a shout out to raising spawns of evil and bringing upon the destruction of mankind. Cthulhu number 1.
You know, Cthulhu, I don't take too kindly to you. Wanted to bring all this destruction to all mankind. I'm sure you have a head. Don't you, Cthulhu? You know, I'm not even going to answer your question. Because... you drive me nuts, Cthulhu. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? You want all this evil to be coming up on us and shit, and you, Cthulhu. You. Kiss my ass.
Well, alright then. Well, everybody, that's all the time that we have for today. Next time, tune into our next show. We're going to be talking about how to eat with your hands. With John, without his hands. He's handless. So, thank you everybody for watching, and tune in next time to The Dunn Show.
I got no head. Try living with no head, motherfucker.